I hear a baby crying, a sad sound, a lonely sound. I want to take her in my arms, and then I dry away all her tears. I see a boy who's frightened, a young boy with old eyes. I long to say, you're welcome here. You can be happy now that you're home. We're all a part of one world. We all can share the same dream. And if you just reach out to me, then
There's a lost cloud hanging over there on the edge of the mountain, a blazing sun burning down behind the islands. The colors turn from green to gold. There's a west wind blowing cold. Autumn's here amongst the shadows. She feels a spirit moving deep inside her. Feeling in her heart, she starts to wonder as the silence starts to ring with the beating of the wings, southward bound. And she runs down through the fields as the sound grows stronger. Her eyes lift to the sky, memory finds her, and let the hard times disappear. On this new life out here, we stand alone. When the geese fly when the geese fly she remembers the days down by the river, kicking up the leaves, it would go on forever. Warm and safe from harm, in her daddy's arms. The memory always, always lingers. And when time comes to lean upon your shoulder, your dreams start to fade and you get a little older. Let your spirit wander free and go with dignity. The river flows, and she runs down through the fields as the sun grows stronger. Her eyes lift to the sky, the memory finds her, and let the hard times disappear. On this new life out here, we stand alone. When the geese fly when the geese fly when the geese fly over, when the geese fly over, when the geese fly over, when the geese fly over.
with the stars that here I spent among the lassies old. Well, the race may riches chase, and riches still may fly them all. When at last they catch them fast, their hearts can never.
I wish that I was home in Donegal to be with you beside the sea, to hear your sweet voice calling me back to my home in Donegal. He walks along the streets of New Orleans, a strange and unfamiliar look in every face he sees. He came here for the money, the adventure and the crack. Now all he ever thinks about is someday going back. I wish that I was home in Donegal to be with you beside the sea, to hear your sweet voice calling me back to my home in Donegal. He misses all his family and friends. At times he'd give all he has to be with them again, before the young ones move away, the old ones have all gone. Before his heart can realize it's been away too long. I wish that I was home in Donegal to be with you beside the sea, to hear your sweet voice calling me back to my home in Donegal. Sometimes he lies there dreaming in the night, get a job of extra work, save the money for the flights. But lonely dreams in darkness disappear before the dawn. Familiar faces fade away, all the dreams are gone. I wish that I was home in Donegal to be with you beside the sea, to hear your sweet voice calling me back to my home in Donegal. I wish that I was home in Donegal to be with you beside the sea, to hear your sweet voice calling me back to my home in Donegal, back to my home in Donegal.
doesn't know what you've done. Not a care in the world, not a worry inside. Everything's gonna be alright, 'cause you're the lucky one. You're the lucky one, always having fun. A jack of all trades, a master of none. You look at the world with a smiling eye and laugh at the devil as his train rolls by. Give you a song in a one-night stand. You'll be looking at a happy man, 'cause you're the lucky one. Well, you're blessed, I guess, by never knowing which road you're choosing. To you, the next best thing to playing and winning is playing and losing. You're the lucky one, I know that now. Don't ask you why, when, where, or how. You look at the world through your smiling eye and you laugh at the devil as his train rolls by. Give you a song in a one-night stand, and you'll be looking at a happy man, 'cause you're the lucky one. Choosing. To you, the next best thing to playing and winning is playing and losing. You're the lucky one, I know that now. Don't ask you why, when, where, or how. No matter where you're at, that's where you'll be. You can bet your luck won't follow me. Just give you a song and a one-night stand. You'll be looking at a happy man, 'cause you're the lucky one.
as I stand above the starboard bow and watch the ocean foam, as I view each new horizon, I grow further from my home. I'm sailing on a foreign ship that's bound for Montreal, but I'll view the world and make my destination Donegal. I would make my way from Malin to Bundoran through Rafo, or Port Salin down to Killybegs by Creasla and Dunlow. I'd wander round by Barnesmore Gap, on everyone I'd call, there beyond the blue stack mountains in the town of Donegal. Oh, Donegal, I miss you, and I'll never understand why I left you for these foreign lands against my heart's command. Whatever fortune comes my way, whatever may befall, I know I'll make my final destination Donegal. I would make my way from Malin to Bundoran through Rafo, or Port Salin down to Killybegs by Creasla and Dunlow. I'd wander round by Barnesmore Gap, on everyone I'd call, there beyond the blue stack mountains in the town of Donegal. I know I'll make my final destination Donegal.
though all the paths were overgrown. When the priests of pride say there is no other way, I tilled the sorrows of stone. I did not believe because I could not see, though you came to me in the night. When the dawn seemed forever lost, you showed me your love in the light of the stars. Cast your eyes on the ocean, cast your soul to the sea. When the dark night seems endless, please remember me. When the mountain rose before me by the deep well of desire, from the fountain of forgiveness, beyond the ice and the fire. Cast your eyes on the ocean, cast your soul to the sea. When the dark night seems endless, please remember me. We share this humble path alone. How fragile is the heart. Oh, give these clay feet wings to fly, to touch the face of the stars. Breathe life into this feeble heart, lift this mortal veil of fear. Take these crumbled hopes, etched with tears, will rise above these earthly cares. Cast your eyes on the ocean, cast your soul to the sea. When the dark night seems endless, please remember me. Please remember. Please remember, please remember, please remember, please remember, please remember, please remember.
see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Think I can make it now the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Bright, bright, sunshiny day.